Hey, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waha, Hakadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's pushing his word and truth sincerity. This is Matthew from the GMS Dallas camp. And wanted to go into a quick lesson going into the women of Israel. Mostly you Southern Kingdom had, you see Esau's rule is finna come down on the mass majority of people here in Babylon and the world, but especially on you Jakes, you so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans, and the women, the Jake women, mostly, especially the Judites or the Southern Kingdom. You've been riding the coattail of Esau's for a long time. You know, you have turned against your man, your Israelite men, just for you can get certain privileges here in the land of Babylon. Okay, so you can get certain privileges in the kingdom of Esau under his rule. Okay, you got, the black woman motto is you ain't with them, join them. And now they joined them to the hip, but see, Esau's going to come down and, let me get this, let me change that. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to show you the wickedness that have you been doing, because the law been protecting you. And now, all this, hit me, I'm going to call the police or do this, and just making it feel like so-called black men. I ain't saying they, all are good, but I mean, when you put someone in a certain predicament, situation for so long, it will change the demeanor of that person, okay? But I wanted to look at this and want to get a couple of scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying. This is what I'm watching here. It says, should black women give up on black men?
Is marriage for white people? That's the question being asked by an author of a new book. Is marriage for white people? How the African-American marriage decline affects everyone. It's got a lot of people talking right now. Stanford law professor Ralph Richard Banks says it's time for black women to, this is a quote, give up the good fight on marrying a black man. Here he is.
The way I think of that is that women have been asked to carry a great load. Black women shoulder a lot of the burden, in short, of black men's struggles. And I am asking women to put the burden down. Many women think that they're attracted to black men. They are attracted to black men. But attraction itself is complicated. And one of the things that I discovered in the course of writing this book is that there's a whole host of fears and desires and anxieties that animate black women's attraction to black men.
And you got this Jake up here. He's up here talking against it, and he's with it. You look at him, just clean and smooth faced it. When you look at how society have deemed so-called black men and having the black woman as the front runner to condemn them, you don't understand that this is a struggle that's been going on for generations and generations. Through the hand of Esau. The earth was given to the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24. Now, Hosea 4:6, it says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I will also forget thy children. And the Lord has turned his back, because we have been going off, so we're cursed. But our women, they look for comfort, all right? They look for comfort. And what this society say is, or make them feel like, hey, a comfort is not going to be with the so-called black man. Okay, you got to be with any other race except the so-called black man. All right? And that's why what it says, John 8:44, it says, ye your father the devil. Yeah, you have took on the devil mentality and you're running with it. Talking about should a black woman marry a man. You know, that's why, and this is the proud spirit of our black women. You know, mainly like you say, you Southern Kingdom. All right, all right. So I want to get another scripture here. Bear with me. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 3. I'm gonna start at verse 16. Isaiah 3 and 16, and it reads. It says, moreover, Yahweh saith, because of the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and one-ton eyes. And what is that stretched forth necks? You know, when a woman talking to you, she up there moving her neck side to side and waving it. You know, that's a proud spirit that's in her. Okay, she's a demon that's pushing all type of rants on you. Okay, and it says, and walk with stretched forth necks and one-ton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making and tinkling with their feet. All right. And the Lord, like I said, we have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Our women want to be led, but society has them thinking that they would not. Uh, uh, um, a so-called black man cannot lead them. You know, we don't have enough sense, or we're lazy. But the thing is, that persona is put on them because we are the lowest of the low. You know, it's like when you're out there picking someone at the at the playground, and you're trying to pick someone to play basketball, or not. You know, can you put that because you know you're gonna pick a Jake for that. But just someone trying to pick someone to you know to be on their team. You know, just in society wise, the so-called black man is going to be one of the last ones, and in this society, the black woman is going to be up there in the top of one of the first few that's picked. You know, so her ranking is moved up, but but Jake don't understand their ranking is going to be brought down. Okay, these laws are is going to be done away with. You know, you know. Let's keep going. This is verse 16. I mean, yeah, come. Verse 17 it says, therefore Yahweh will smite a scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh Bashim Shai will discover their secret parts. Okay? So when you go into verse 16 where it says the daughters of Zion are haughty, what is that going into? They're arrogant, okay? They have that pride in them now, okay? They they have took on the persona of their fathers, which is like pursuing back to John 8, ye father the devil, which is going into who is the devil? Who's the devil that walked upon the earth? Okay, it says he is a man, so who is it? It's Esau Edom, and you have took their persona, so you took on that haughty and that arrogant spirit, and the Lord curse you. He put he put a scab on your crown. That's why when you are the biggest consumers for hair care products, and especially wigs and things like that. All right, but like you say, the black woman want to give up on the so-called black man. The so-called black woman want to give up on the so-called black man. Why would you want to give up on them? Okay, because that persona that we have been given, they gave you. If you keep the man out the house, start in the '80s, you put the man out the house, then you can get extra money. Okay, now we roaming around with no place to stay because even though we supposed to be the head of the household, they have taken that away from us, right? They took that away from us. As a matter of fact, let's get that because these these um these Jake women, they feel like the Israelite man is beneath them. But when you look at it, when you just actually look at it, when they get with a different man of a different nation, they'll fall in line. But with us, they want to be here because that mentality, thinking that we're the lowest of the low. All right, this is First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. It says, let's start at verse 1. It says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Mashiach." All right, and it says, "Now I pray you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you." Right? Okay, and this is who is this talking? Right? This is Paul talking, huh? This is Paul, and he's basically saying, he's saying that, follow me, because why? He's saying follow me. All right, he's the head of the church, and what is his following? I mean, who do he follow? He's to follow Yahweh Shai Mashiach, okay? And who do Yahweh Shai Mashiach follow? Yahweh. Follow Yahweh. Okay, so it's an order. That's why it says keep the ordinances. All right, but let me see here, verse 3. Now, if I'm to give you an ordinance of the household, it says, "But I would have you know that head of every man is Mashiach." Then we just mentioned that, and the head of every woman is the man, and the head of Mashiach is Yahweh. Okay, so the ordinances of the nation Israel is off. Okay, the ordinance is off. All right, and this and it has to be corrected. That's why you're about to see the Jacob's trouble. It was a video. I believe it was World Star Hip Hop, where this woman, where this Israelite woman, I believe she was Judite or the Southern Kingdom. She was in a car, and I couldn't really tell what they were doing, but basically it was a bunch of young jakes around, and she jumped out of the car, talking about she didn't call the police, this and that, and they slapped on her butt. One of them ran and jumped on the hood and ran across on the top of the hood, the top of the car, and the back of the car. They were just, and it was, I ain't talking about no 5 or 6 guys. It was probably about 20 or 30 guys out there, you know. And just thinking these times, she would have called the police. They may not have came. I think they was said it was out of Atlanta. When you see this, you be like, okay, okay. You see, it's lawless now. It's getting more and more lawless. You know, um, in later times, it probably could have been much worse. You know, and all these clothes that they be wearing, these skimpy clothes, tight clothes, this is gonna change in due time. All right, this is gonna change when you have these people out here starving. You know, they out here looking for anything and everything to do. You're gonna have it's gonna be a lot of rape, robbery, and murder. Okay, things are starting to ramp up now. It ain't even got to the gritty part of things. Okay, it ain't even gotten to the gritty parts of Jacob's trouble. All right, all right. Let's I wanted to keep going here. This is I want to jump down to I want to jump down to verse 15 too, because we were talking about the the uh, the scabbing of the woman's hair, right? Okay, and verse let's go jump down here. This First Corinthians 11 and 15. It says, "But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, and her hair is given her for a covering." Okay, so a woman's hair is her glory, right? A woman's hair is her glory, and what's happened to the glory of a woman's hair? The Lord has cursed him, and he has smite him with a scab. All right. So I just wanted to go into that. Didn't want to make this too long. It was just I've been it was spirit. What was that? A few days ago when Apostle Rumlov he did a beautiful and awesome video going into these women of Zion, and how the Esau system, as far as child support, things like that, they're gonna start going through the struggles of the man, okay, the Israelite man, that's have to give up most of their check for child care. You know what I'm saying? Having these women don't want to see their child, and then when they see their child, you see your child, you got to give me more money. I'm already giving you half of my check. You know, so all this is going to be, they're going to lose all these services, all the benefits, and the incentive that is provided by Esau. All this is going to be taken away. All right. So I just wanted to bring this out, Lord willing. This was edifying. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waha, Hakadash. Shalom.